In this video, I'm going to show you my top 5 low requirement moneymakers to make bank on a new account. Some of these moneymakers can make you over 1 mil an hour, and be sure to stick around until the end of the video so I can give you some bonus tips on how to make more profit per hour. This first moneymaker is one of my personal favorites, and that is making mahogany planks at the Varrock sawmill. Now, at the sawmill, you can convert logs into planks of your choice, and if you have about 250k to start with, you can make around 500 to 600k an hour. This actually increases drastically in profit if you start with about 750k, as you're able to buy a secret item called the Ring of the Elements, which will give you a teleport right next to the sawmill and increase your profit per hour by another 500 to 600k. To start this moneymaker, head to the Varrock East Bank, and what you will be doing is running between the Varrock East Bank and the sawmill to exchange our mahogany logs for mahogany planks. What you'll need in your inventory is about 250k, a Ring of Dueling, and a Ring of the Elements if you can afford it, as you'll be able to teleport right here next to the sawmill. If you cannot yet afford the Ring of the Elements, don't worry about it. What you'll be doing is running between the Varrock East Bank and the sawmill, back and forth exchanging mahogany logs for mahogany planks. Once you get to the sawmill, all you have to do is hit buy plank and exchange your mahogany planks for 1,500 GP each, and you'll get the planks, which you can take back to the Varrock's Enclave. And from here, you can run straight to the bank. Now, if you're low on run energy, don't forget to stop by the Pool of Refreshment, which is right next to the bank, which is why this moneymaker is so good. You do not have to spend any money on stamina potions. Once you've banked, you can go back after grabbing another inventory of logs, of course, and repeat the process. I think it's important to mention that if you have 60 woodcutting and at least 75% Hosidius favor, and you have access to the woodcutting guild, you can run back and forth between the bank and the sawmill at the woodcutting guild for around 700 an hour, which is a good alternative if you have the stats. This next moneymaker is amazing, as all you need is about 200k starting cash, and you can do it while standing at the bank. This moneymaker is planting mithril seeds. Now, all you have to do to plant mithril seeds is click plant and then pick up the flowers as you are planting the seeds. This moneymaker shockingly can make you about 500k an hour, which I thought was insane considering all you have to do is buy the mithril seeds and plant them in the ground. This moneymaker will fluctuate depending on how lucky you get, but on average you should be making about 495 to 500k an hour. Scapenomics from the future here, I think it's important to mention that you're making a majority of your money when you pull the white flowers out of the ground. The white flowers are worth 450k currently, and you get them at about a 1 in 1,000 chance from planting the seeds. You will recuperate a little bit of money with the other flowers, and also the black flowers, which are 1 in 1,000, are also worth 60k. One pro tip for this moneymaker is to try to buy your mithril seeds overnight for a cheap price. That way you can get some cheap seeds, plant them the next day, and you'll be making more for every single flower that you plant. It's also important to mention that just don't go instant selling your flowers on the Grand Exchange. You need to leave these overnight. That way you can get a good deal on your sell offers and actually make a profit with this moneymaker. Now, this next one has a little bit higher of a requirement, but I think it's worth mentioning because it can make you upwards of 700k an hour, and that is high alching items. With 55 magic, you can bank stand and cast the high alchemy spell onto items and actually end up making a profit because nature runes are at an all-time low and they're super cheap to use. The number one complaint I see with this moneymaker is people don't know what to buy to alch for a profit. So let me show you some pro tips to ensure that you're profitable with every alch. If you come to World 308 and go to the clan chat, W308 space anvil, you can actually buy adamant and rune items for a cheaper price than what you can alch them for. We're here in the Varrock West Bank on World 308, and as you can see, everybody here is alching. So let's actually find another player and buy some items to alch for a profit. Currently, I have 100 mil and I'm buying adamant plate bodies for 9,600 each, which is an incredible deal considering we can alch these for a profit of around 250 GP each. I literally just did that live, so that'll serve as a great example for anyone trying to buy items. As you can see, the price of a nature rune is 84 GP, so for every alch we're doing, we're spending about 9,684 GP, but the adamant plate bodies alch for 9,984 GP, which means we are making a profit of 300 GP for every single alch that we do, and that is a really profitable strategy. On to the next moneymaker, and for this one, we're going to be making Varrock teleport tablets. And all you need to do to make these are get the teleport runes for a Varrock teleport, some soft clay in a noted form, and at least 50k, preferably a little bit more, so you can convert the soft clay into real unnoted form. To do this, come to the Remington House portal, which is located south of Falador, and you're going to want to talk to this guy named Files. Once you talk to him, he will let you convert all of your noted items into an item form. So what we can do is use the soft clay on Files, and then find a house to actually go into. And once we're inside his house, we can go to the lectern and actually end up making teleport tablets, which will make us about 300k an hour, requiring only 25 magic. This is a really good moneymaker for those individuals who are trying to build a starter cash stack, as like I mentioned, you'll only make 300k an hour, but it does not require a lot of startup GP and only a requirement of 25 magic, which makes this the perfect entry-level moneymaker for those who are trying to train their skills while also making a little bit of money on the side. I would recommend you look at the OSRS wiki, that way you can see which teleport tablets are the best to make, but it is usually house teleport tablets or Varrock tablets. This next moneymaker is my absolute favorite method for new accounts, and that is making Ranarr potions unfinished. What Ranarr potions are is a derivative of prayer potions, so it is the first step to making a prayer potion, but these things sell for bank as long as you make them. What you need is 38 herb lore, which I understand is a little bit of an investment to make, but once you actually get it, it is going to pay for itself, topping out at about 900k per hour in profit. All you need to do is use the vial of water on the Ranarr weed and just click make all, and it will quickly turn all of the vials of water into Ranarr potions right in front of your eyes. Selling these back on the Grand Exchange will sell for a significant amount, and just from that, we made 96k. This moneymaker is really good because it allows you to trade other items on the Grand Exchange while you're just bank standing and making as many potions as you'd like. And that brings us to the end of this video, but before you guys leave, let me give you a bonus tip on how to make some extra bank, and that is going to be using flipping. I highly recommend that all new players learn how to flip in old school RuneScape, because that way you can learn how to utilize your cash while you're logged off to actually make more money. Flipping is the simple process of buying and selling items back and forth on the Grand Exchange, and over 24-hour periods, you can make a lot of money from item price swings. This is how I make pretty much 99% of my bank, with a little bit of PVM in there as well, but if you can learn how to flip, I promise you it will make you the most money in old school RuneScape. If you'd like to learn how, be sure to join us in our Discord group with the link in the description below, or by checking out any of the other flipping videos on my channel. Anyway, that is it for today's video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. If you do, I'll be happy to answer them. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.